Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Progenity, maybe Progenity Incorporated. This is ticker symbol PROG or Prog, as many people know of it on social media, Reddit, Twitter, all of these different places. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the normal name of the company, but we're talking about this one because this stock was up over 58% during the trading day. Today, it's up another almost 4% after hours. This thing has been going so crazy, and it is an absolute social media darling. There are people talking about this one all over Twitter, all over Reddit. People are heralding it as like the next meme stock, the next short squeeze play, or just the next company that's going to make a bunch of people a ton of money. I mean, things have really been crazy. In the past week, it's up 38%. In the past month, it's up 127%. So this has been a stock that has been making a lot of people happy, a lot of people excited, and getting a lot of people talking. In this video today, we're going to be talking about maybe a little bit what has been going on with it, what the future might have in store, and a big Reddit post that's been getting pretty popular, doing some DD about Prog here. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about PROG, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So here we have the short story of Prog, how a majority shareholding investment firm can profit by shorting its own company, and how they may be trapped in a short squeeze. This is the second edition by Corno4825 over on r/short squeeze. Obviously a community that's all about trying to find the next meme stock, trying to find the next big short squeeze, obviously inspired by GameStop and AMC and those stories. But this guy tells his big long story. You guys should definitely go check it out there. But mostly what I wanted to get into was the juicy parts about how this company, Ethereum, that owns a lot of the outstanding shares of this company, and what might be going on a little bit here. So he talks about part 4. Early in September, the guy writing this, stumbled upon short squeeze, and he was fascinated by the chaos and the lack of moderation. As a social experiment, he decided to try and find a stock and get it hyped up on the subreddit. He was looking for a stock that had a relatively high short interest and a plausible reason for a short squeeze play. Prog first caught his eye because Prog rhymes with frog, and any stock that can be represented by an emoji has great meme stock potential. As he did his research, he was really confused about why it had such a high short interest. Institutions held 91.25% of the float, which is obviously pretty rare. Usually shorts are trying to burn retail traders. They're not trying to burn institutional investors that usually they have the same interests in mind. Usually it doesn't make sense for these high institutionally held companies to be shorted this heavily or this hard or this aggressively. So he did research on Ethereum, and what was pretty certain that Prog was going to get acquired. In his eyes, this was a low-risk, high-reward play. He started peddling the stock on r/short squeeze on September 15th. After a week or so, he was starting to get a small following on his post, but no real traction on the subreddit. However, on September 29th, CadDude42069 made a large, in-depth DD post on Prog, and the stock began to explode. The stock jumped over 100% in the span of 2 days. The stock was starting to fly. However, a couple of days later on October 4th, the price suddenly dropped from a high of $2.17 to under $1.50. Prog made an announcement of an offering for $1.50 per share. Obviously, that is, something that companies can do that's going to drop the stock price very fast. If your company's currently trading above that price and you start offering it at $1.50, it's going to bring it back down, especially in the short term, to that price. That is going to burn a lot of the people who are getting involved with Prog, a lot of the people who were, these short squeezers, these retail investors, these meme traders, these Redditors, whatever. So people were kind of wondering, what the heck is going on? Why did they do this? Why are they trying to burn us, or what is going on? For the rest of the week, the stock would remain steady, trading between $1.30 and $1.40. However, the short interest in the stock continued to spike. This guy does believe that Ethereum is shorting the stock to contain the price and influence investors to sell their shares. He believes that a deal for an acquisition has either been made or is close to being completed, and that they're holding off an announcement until an appropriate time. Now, Prog is scheduled to participate in the 11th Annual Partnership Opportunities in Drug Delivery Conference at the end of October, and they also have a patent that was issued on October 5th that was not given a press release. So, usually this is something that would be a big deal. Usually they'd want to make a big deal about it, make it very public, let everybody know, but obviously that would explode the stock price. And if Ethereum is trying to collect as many shares as they can, there's obviously incentive for them to collect them as cheap as possible and be shorting their own stock so they can collect collect as much as they can. So then if they eventually do get acquired or sold off or whatever, they'll have a ton of these shares and they'll be able to make a ton of money. So this is, at least what some people believe. This is the story that some people are reading into. A filing on October 30th shows that an investment firm called CVI Investments located in the Cayman Islands purchased 10% right around of this stock. And he does believe that Ethereum is quickly running out of time. They have drastically increased their short interest to 53% of the free float and are willing to pay an average cost to borrow rate of 116%. Obviously very, very pricey. The price of the acquisition will be higher than what Ethereum has paid for, which is significantly higher than its current price. If they don't cover their shorts for the acquisition, they will have to do it after the acquisition, which will force the price to skyrocket. Ethereum desperately wants you to sell and is doing everything in their legal power to make that happen. So obviously, this is getting a lot of people hyped up and excited over at Prog, on Short Squeeze, and it's getting them hyped up and excited investing in Prog. This post was made 7 hours ago, so that would have been right about 7 a.m., right around market open, and obviously Prog had a very, very good day today, so this got a lot of people inspired, and the stock, there was a ton of posts. Here's another one on the r/short squeeze subreddit where, they broke the $1.90 wall. Now they're going to break $3 and hold $3, and they're going to break $5. They have all these goals of what they're going to do. Here's another post saying that they want to be able to push this thing to $20. Again, we are currently sitting at $2.14. But this is at least some of the goals they have in mind. This is where some of the investors over on r/short squeeze really see the potential of Prog. And again, they make a good case. Who knows if this is going to happen? Who knows if any of this is true? A lot of this is some tinfoil, kind of conspiracy theory type stuff, but a lot of it does make sense. If it all is true, then, it would make sense. And they do make a great case of not only why the stock price is being held down despite insane popularity, insane volumes, a ton of people buying, a ton of people holding, people not selling, but it keeps falling and falling and falling. But they also give a great case for why this one could be short squeezed, why this one could be an awesome opportunity to make some money for some people. And obviously, who knows what's going to happen? Anything could happen. We'll have to wait and see what the future of Progeny does have. But, the stock has been very, very volatile. Most of this year, it's just been going down. As far as October 12th, 2020, a year ago today, it was almost $10. So, that's another thing kind of playing into this. Some people see this as maybe an opportunity to buy the dip. Some people see this as catching a falling knife and that this thing's going to keep going down and down and down because in the past, it's had uptrends. Right here, it was up, 123%. Here it was up, 80%. Just because it has these, points in time of going up, like here it's been up 220%. That doesn't mean it's necessarily on the way up going to continue to explode, but obviously we've seen how crazy short squeezes can be, especially when done correctly, when pulled off very well, and there are more and more people believing that Prog could be the next big short squeeze. So maybe it's worth keeping on your watch list, maybe it's worth checking out. I don't know, dive into it more, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, but this is at least what's going on with this stock. So definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about Prog. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to save today and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!